My name is Olga Chwa, and I'm delighted to be here tonight with Astroyoga. We're on the day before new moon. Our new moon in Scorpio tomorrow means a time of new beginnings, a time to reset and to plant seeds for the future. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to support this channel. This is your time and your practice, so there's no way to do this wrong. And I invite you to feel into your whole body here as it's settling and getting comfortable. Feeling the back of you, and the two sides, the right side, the left side, and the front of the body. You are a three-dimensional object as a physical body, filled with far more than three dimensions, with the mystery and the magic of life itself. That's your inner world and your heart and your mind and your soul that are housed in this incredible structure of the human body, that are housed in this three-dimensional object called the body. And I invite you to feel into this body today, allowing it to rest, allowing it to feel that quiet of the new moon. This new moon in Scorpio. Scorpio is sometimes connected with some shadow. We can be bold and acknowledge the shadow as we acknowledge the light. And we also have the end of the Mercury retrograde shadow. Mercury went direct mid-October, and these weeks that followed were the sort of the cleanup time from some of those confusions or complications that a Mercury retrograde might have brought. And so we're in the clear from that for the next few weeks. And all of our planetary significances, the sun, the moon, Mars, even Jupiter, are all in planets and in signs. Sorry, those are the planets. They're in the signs that are here later in the zodiac calendar. We've got elements in Scorpio, we've got elements in Aquarius, and Capricorn, and so all these things are lower body correspondences from medical astrology. So we'll be working with our feet and ankles, with the legs and knees, and into the hips in the movement part of the class. First, a yoga nidra. First, this deep settling and this inward journey to welcome the new moon within you. And that begins with getting as comfortable as you can. That begins with organizing all the parts of your body to their delight. The right side, the left side, the back, the front, the upper body, the lower body, and the outside, the surface of the body, and the inside, the content of the body. And be aware. And let the mind follow the breath. Let the mind watch. Inhale and exhale. And at the end of the exhale, before the inhale, there's a moment of pause. There's a moment as the exhale becomes the inhale, which is like the new moon. It's that moment of stillness, of quiet, of internal darkness before the next inhale arrives like a new moon, like that crescent into the half moon. And as you're breathing in and the breath fills the body like the full moon of the top of the inhale, to allow the exhale to be like the waning moon. As the exhale leaves the body, it's like the light of the moon gets dimmer and smaller, returning to the new moon at the bottom of the exhale. And the breath follows that similar pattern to the moon. As you watch the breath, feel those moon phases in your body. And let yourself listen to all the sounds around you. Listening far to distant sounds, maybe sounds that are outside of the room where you're practicing, sounds that are beyond the windows and the doors. The loud, distant sounds that come in. Collecting an awareness of all of the sounds, the sound of this voice and these instructions, the sounds closer by in the room where you are, and maybe the sounds of the body, the sounds of digestion, the heartbeat. Listening for the sound of the breath. And listening to the inner voices, listening to the voice of the mind, perhaps the voice of the heart. With this question of what seeds am I planting today? What seeds of life am I planting in this new moon? Seeds of better health, seeds of better relationships, seeds of joy and wonder, and any other elements that you are calling in and bringing into your life. What do you wish to feel by May of next year? What do you wish to feel? Holding this question and listening for an answer from the inner world, from the inner landscape, perhaps from the heart itself. What does the heart wish to feel? Moving forward into the future. And there might not be a clear answer, and that's all right. No need to force an answer. This might just be a question to hold as a question. What is it that I wish for? What is it that I long for? And you might even let the question go. We will return to it around again throughout this session. But for now, let that question just be out in the vibrations. As the mind focuses in the space of the heart, physically noticing any activity in the space of the heart, perhaps the heartbeat, perhaps gladness and gratitude. What is there in the space of the heart? And let the awareness move just behind the heart. What is there hiding behind the heart? And between the shoulder blades, noticing the right shoulder blade and the left one. And moving the awareness around the ribs of the right and left side of the chest, to notice again the front of the body, the front of the chest, feeling the whole protective rib cage that contains the heart and lungs. Notice the diaphragm, this great muscle that divides the upper chest from the abdomen. This muscle of breathing that you might feel moving up and down, down with the inhale, and softly back up with the exhale. Notice the abdomen, above the navel, at the navel, below the navel. And wrap the awareness around the sides of the waist to the low back, noticing the right and left sides of the low back, into the lumbar spine itself, the bones of the lower back, following those structures to the pelvis, the back of the pelvis with its sacrum, and the hip bones that are called iliac crests on the right and the left. Feel the shape and the position of the pelvis resting here. And let the awareness move down the right leg. Notice the right thigh, front and back, inner thigh, the outer thigh. The right knee, kneecap and behind the knee. The right lower leg, shin and calf. The right ankle. The right foot with its heel and the sole of the foot and the top of the foot. Right big toe, second toe, third, fourth, and fifth. Bring the awareness to the left big toe, second toe, third, fourth, and fifth. Sole of the left foot, top of the left foot. Left heel and left ankle. Lower leg on the left, shin and calf, and the left knee to the left thigh. Front of the thigh, back of the thigh, inside and outside. And bringing this awareness into the left buttock and hip, connecting that with the right buttock and the right hip. And this awareness keeps moving up the back of the body, over the buttocks and low back, into the mid back, visiting again with the shoulder blades and that special place between the shoulder blades. To the upper back and around now to the armpits, right armpits with the right shoulder, upper arm on the right and the right elbow, forearm and right wrist, the right hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and little finger. And be aware of the left hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, fourth finger, and little finger on the left, palm of the left hand, back of the left hand, left wrist and forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder and armpit on the left, to the collarbones, left collarbone and right collarbone, and the hollow between. And be aware of the front of the neck, and the sides and the back of the neck. Notice the back of the head and the sides of the head with the ears, right ear and left ear. Taking this awareness down to the chin and lips, the nose, right cheek and left cheek, right eye and left eye, the right eyebrow, the left eyebrow, and the point between the eyebrows. Noticing the forehead and the hairline, to the crown of the head. Together, head and face, neck and shoulders, right arm, left arm, chest and upper back, low back, abdomen, pelvis, and the two legs together, the whole body, the whole body, the whole body. And be aware of the whole body resting in this practice, the whole body in this state of awareness that is yoga nidra, the whole body. Be aware of the whole body resting, the whole body breathing. Watch the breath come and go, like the moon itself, growing in inhale the way the moon waxes to become full moon at the fullness of inhale. And the exhale, like the waning of the moon, becoming the new moon at the bottom of the breath. Following every breath the way you might follow the moon in its journey in the month, from new to full, and from full back to new. The bottom of the breath becomes the inhale. The inhale becomes the peak of the breath, and that switch into the exhale. And the exhale becomes the bottom of the breath again. You can trust this. You know this for sure. And this is the pattern of the breath, the pattern of the moon. Things unchanging in a world of change and unpredicted surprises. This we know for sure. Be with the breath. And holding this question of how do I wish to feel? Letting that question be the seed planted in this new moon. How do I wish to feel? What is it that you are longing for, welcoming, calling in? How do I wish to feel? Today, in this body, in this life, how do I wish to feel into the future? Maybe as far as 6 months from now, in early May 2022, how do I wish to feel? Through this winter and spring that is arriving for sure, we can count on the seasons to follow their order in a world which feels so disordered at times. The seasons, the moon, the breath, trustworthy. And you might stay here in this state of awareness. This might be the practice for you today. And you might choose to join me with some movements for the lower extremities. In particular, we'll do a little bit of everything in the time. And so if you're choosing to awaken and to join the movements, begin with small and tiny movements. Begin with deepening the breath. Thank you for watching. Please like the video and leave a comment about your experience. And while you're here, please subscribe to my channel and opt in for notifications to catch the next class I upload. And then head over to olgachwa.com to join in a live event or to work one-on-one with me. I'm here to help.